it's Amy from Standard Equestrian, and just thought I'd do a little vlog. Still new to this whole talking part, but I thought I would talk about something that's close to my heart with regards to Ember, my horse. She is a standard bred, as I've mentioned before, and she has an illness. It's called EPM, and it stands for equine protozoal myeloencephalitis, and it's a neurological disease caused by possum feces. It attacks the central nervous system. It's very similar to West Nile and wobblers, and it's not a very nice disease. It's neurological. Horses can be treated and are treated, and they live fairly perfect, wonderful lives. The problem is that you have to keep treating it. I'm at the point now with Ember where it's been about 6 months and she's starting to show her typical signs of needing a boost, I guess, of her medication, which costs a lot of money. So I'll just give you some background. She was diagnosed January 2015. She was diagnosed via blood work. It was sent down to UC Davis in California, and when it came back, it tested 75% positive for EPM. It's also known as possum disease. When I first heard the term neurological disease, I was devastated, to say the least. I thought that was it. It was the end, and yeah, that she would have to be put down. Thank God that wasn't the case, but it has not been at all an easy route at all. She's very unbalanced, specifically to the right. She's gotten a lot better over the years. It's tough having a horse that's got medical issues. So on top of her actual injury with having the EPM, it's really hard. I don't make it well known that she's got EPM, just because people make their own assumptions without doing the research. It's not transferable to other horses. It stops at the horse. Obviously, possums pass it on to the horse. It attacks the central nervous system, but it stops at the horse. Opinions and the uneducated aspect of EPM is very much there. People don't even realize that up here in Canada that EPM is that prominent, but it is becoming more and more popular, unfortunately, and it's horrible for the horses. The horses they don't understand, and they react. They react because they don't feel, or they hurt. Different for all horses, and the common catchphrase that I had for Ember was that she was consistently inconsistent. She would trot, she would canter, she would trot, she would canter, she would tranter, as standardbred people would understand that. Her one half of her would trot and the other half would canter, commonly referred to as tranter. I can't tell you how many times I've been told by people that, I should get rid of her, I should put her down. I've been asked in real life, do I not know how to ride? I should be riding her more on her bad side. I should do lots of change of directions to balance her out. And what they don't realize is that EPM, it attacks, well, for Ember, it's attacked her one side, or it's made her right side very weak. And as hard as I try, there's only so much that I can do. I don't claim to know how to ride very well. I'm a backyard rider. I've taught myself for the most part. I've only taken a handful of lessons. I can jump on her and I can hit the trails. And that's actually how I basically rode her for the first 3 years of having her. Threw a saddle on her and hit the trails. Walk, trot, canter, gallop, you name it, we did it. Jumping over logs, going swimming, everything. But EPM is pretty evil. Having a really hard time with the fact that she's not doing well right now, and that it's creeped back in. I'm not even sure what I'm saying here, and I'm probably not even going to upload this because what's the point? It's not really even making sense. What I do know is that I have been giving her Baycox now since she was first diagnosed. When she was first diagnosed, I gave her Baycox. How many tubes? They're double dose tubes. They are like warmer tubes. And I gave her a total of roughly, I'm gonna say 6 to 8 within the first 3 months to get it really under control. Since then, it's been about every 6 months or so. She's needed a reboot, basically, just to kill whatever protozoal are going on in there, so that she can move better and move properly and feel good and whatever else. She gets really cranky with other horses near her when it's acting up. She pins her ears, she tries to kick, she does a lot of bucking, she can't hold herself up as well at certain gaits, like, well, at the canter. But it's funny because as soon as she gets her medication, within 3 days or so, it's like she is a new horse, like brand new horse. And I've told some people who have asked me about EPM in the past, how did I know that she had EPM? And it was actually a trainer put me onto it. A standardbred trainer, actually. He said, I will bet money that she has EPM, have her tested. And he said, even if you don't test her, give her a dose of Baycox, give her within 24, 48 hours, trot her around on the lunge line and see what she looks like, and I will guarantee you that she looks 100% better. And lo and behold, she did. It sucks. It really does. Especially for someone who has not the greatest self-esteem. I didn't start riding when I was 10 years old or 8 years old or 6 years old. I started riding about 7 years ago, in my late 20s, actually early 30s. And self-taught. I mean, I got a horse, I rode a horse, a schoolie for 2 years, and then I got Ember, and she's standardbred, she's green standardbred with EPM. And for the past year, I've been dealing with not just her EPM, but with her injury of her leg, which I'll discuss in a later video. But it's tough, trying to work on yourself and your horse, trying to treat your horse and train a green horse at the same time. It's hard. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I watch a lot of people's lessons. I do what I can. I spend as much time with in the saddle, on my horse, with my horse, around the barn as much as I can, just to immerse myself and get as much experience as I can. EPM can be devastating. Around this time last year, a lady contacted me through Facebook and her horse had EPM. She ended up having to put him down. He didn't respond to the medication. And the medication is expensive. I'm looking at spending, well, right now I'm looking at spending $75 US plus shipping plus border taxes to get it across the border. And so when you translate that into Canadian, it's a lot of money, and when you're having to do that every 6 months or more, it adds up quickly. So I was really emotional earlier today, and decided that I wanted to make a video about it. I don't seem as emotional about it as I was. Maybe it's because I'm talking and trying to talk to a camera and be as natural as I can be, but I'm not as natural as I'd like to be. But I guess that takes time. Anyway, I think that's about it with regards to, I don't want to ramble on about EPM and whatnot, but I'm gonna take some video over tomorrow, and then you can see if your horse is off, but you can't put your finger on it. I do recommend having your horse tested for EPM. I never even dreamt it, even the vets didn't even think about treating her because it's not popular up here in Canada. But it's definitely well worth the $250 to have the blood test drawn and sent away. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments about EPM or about Ember specifically, just comment down below. This isn't the best video, but if you do like it, please like, subscribe, the whole shebang. And yeah, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna put up 20 facts about Ember video probably next week. I'll also talk about her injury a little bit, probably do a little bit of a barn vlog, and yeah, so talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye.